Okay, so Dragon Ball Super Episode 8 drop, and this has to easily be one of the best Dragon Ball episodes for Super. I said Super. Dragon Ball Daima Episode 8 drop. This easily has to be one of the best episodes they dropped out there. We have a lot to cover for this one. I mean, a lot. So, the episode starts off with Goku fighting the Tamagami number 3. And this has to be easily one of the most beautiful choreographed fight in this series thus far. And what I love about it so much is how in the beginning they were like feeling themselves out, see how they were both using their weapons, and I noticed that Tamagami 3 was using the hammer like Thor. At some point in the video I was like, dude, is he like using Mjolnir or something? Because he was actually moving it around, like he threw the hammer and then he like reached his hand out and tried to get and tell the hammer to come back to him. That's why I'm like, yo, is he like Mjolnir or something? And then eventually in the fight, like, dude, what I loved about that fight is that eventually the crowd, the whole village started to come and watch the fight because they were like, dude, he's actually fighting the Tamagami. We haven't seen this happening in such a very long time, and he's actually doing good. He's actually doing very good against the Tamagami. And also another thing that I thought was awesome was seeing Glorio's face for the entirety of the fight. Yeah, Pansy was being loudest the most, but Glorio was the most surprised out of everyone in that fight. Like he was in awe of what he was seeing. Like clearly, because he thought he was strong because he fought him, but he didn't think he was that strong. He was like, dude, the whole time. And then eventually, Goku went Super Saiyan very early in that fight, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty fun, but the coloring, the choreography again, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then eventually, I love how the Tamagami was like shooting blasts, and Goku's like, "Oh, you could do that too." And then, and then what I love about it is that eventually in the fight, Goku did a Kamehameha, and when he threw that Kamehameha, he went Super Saiyan 2. I didn't even notice that until like the second part of the sequence of the Kamehameha. Like the Tamagami was having a hard time holding that Kamehameha. I have to give him credit though, because he was actually able to hold himself a little bit against Super Saiyan Goku. Because when Goku turned Super Saiyan, he just broke his hammer immediately, and then he put the Nyombo back in his back. And then Pansy was like, "What are you doing? Why are you putting the Nyombo back into your back?" Because Goku's a fair fighter. He's not gonna take advantage of someone. He's been like that since he was a kid. So when Goku went Super Saiyan 2, Kamehameha Tamagami number 3, fight was done. He conceded. And this is where the Toriyama gag comes in. And he's like, okay, now time for the final fight. I'm like, final fight? I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be a gag, isn't it? And yeah, it was a gag. It actually was a gag. So the Tamagami was telling Goku, I'm gonna put the Dragon Ball in this cup. I want you to keep an eye on the Dragon Ball, and you tell me which cup the Dragon Ball is. At first, I was like, yo, he's just gonna try to like trick Goku and like move the Dragon Ball around. And then eventually he got super fast, moved the cup around, and then Goku, skilled fighter, skilled martial artist, very keen eye. He's a smart kid. Like in Dragon Ball Super, people were saying Goku is stupid. He wasn't stupid for the entire series. In this one, it shows you how smart Goku really is. He kept an eye on it, and the Tamagami was like, okay, where's the Dragon Ball? And Goku's like, it's not there, bro. He's like, what do you mean? The Dragon Ball's not there. He turns around, points out there, and he's like, the Dragon Ball's right over there. You threw it last minute. And Tamagami was like, yeah, you're right. I threw it last minute. Dragon Ball's yours. And then he got the Dragon Ball. Again, dude, this fight, it was fast. It was fast. But it was awesome. It was awesome, 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 awesome. Now, fast forward. I want to get there first, because I want to. This is for me. This was the most important part of it. So earlier in the series, we found out that Dr.Arinsu went to Universe 7 earlier, but we didn't know why. In this episode, we see Dagasu and Goma going back to the events of Majin Buu, and we got to the part where Vegeta was doing the final explosion. In that video, we saw Dr.Arinsu in the background, and she got a piece of Majin Buu. It looks like I've been saying this for a while, but it looks like she actually wants to make her own Majin Buu. In that part, we also got introduced to a very brand new character. I think her name was Marvel. I don't remember. She has the M on her right here, not on her chest, but like on her waist side. And we found out that Dr.Arinsu says, I'm not strong, I'm not powerful enough to make a Majin Buu. I know you're the one that made Majin Buu. It wasn't Bibbidi. Bibbidi came to you to make Majin Buu. That is a retcon of a retcon. Yo, Toriyama and his retcons, bro. Toriyama retcon. We found out that Bibbidi created. Well, not Bibbidi. Sorry. At first we said that Majin Buu was conjured since like the beginning of time, and then Toriyama was like, no. Bibbidi conjured that energy to make Majin Buu, and then now in Daima we found out that she's the one that actually made Majin Buu. Bibbidi came to her to make it. She was like, "What are you talking about? I didn't make Majin Buu. Bibbidi made Majin Buu." And Arinsu was like, "I know you did. So cut the crap. I know Bibbidi's not strong enough to make Majin Buu." So yeah, the real creator of Majin Buu was her the entire time. So this entire time we thought it was Bibbidi, but it was not Bibbidi. Bibbidi just took. I think she just, in my opinion, I think she didn't want people to know that she made Majin Buu, or else people would just come to her and ask to make her their own Majin Buus. Honestly, that would make sense, because if you tell it was Bibbidi and then Bibbidi dies, people will not go to you. But Arinsu found out it was her. So Arinsu gave her the piece of Majin Buu that she collected during the Buu saga, so she can make their own Majin Buu. Actually, she even says that the Majin Buu that they fought in the Buu saga was a fluke. He was too chaotic and too powerful, so they couldn't control him. I'm like, yeah, he was chaotic. There's no doubt about that. Man was mad chaotic. Other than that, man. So she's like, this one's gonna be better than the Majin Buu that they fought, and I'm like, I'm not too sure about that, because I think the chaotic nature of Majin Buu is what made it even more dangerous, in my opinion. If you have a more controlled Majin Buu, it'll be easier to take care of them. That's my opinion, I think. But other than that, bro, we're getting a new Majin Buu, like I said. So fast forward a little bit. Goku is celebrating. Not Goku. Back in the palace, they're celebrating that Goku got the Dragon Ball. They're celebrating that, hey, Goku got Dragon Ball, everything. And Vegeta was like, what? They got the Dragon Ball. And then Hibiscus was like, yeah, there's Dragon Balls here. The Dragon Ball's here too. It's like, wait, there's also Dragon Ball there, because Hibiscus was surprised that Earth has Dragon Balls. Vegeta was demanding Hibiscus to tell him about the Dragon Balls, and Hibiscus was like, I don't like your tone. Why are you acting like a king? And then he's like, you gotta be nicer than that. And then Vegeta said, please tell me more about the Dragon Ball, please. And then Bulma was dying laughing. She wasn't dying laughing, but she was laughing in the background because of it. So yeah, it wasn't that much of, there's not that much that happens, but the fact that we know that the real person behind Bibbidi, oh yeah, I forgot. The real person behind Majin Buu was not Bibbidi, it was actually the woman that was doing the new Majin Buu for us. I like how during the sequence when they were talking about it, the smoke was like showing the different Majin Buus that they fought in the past. I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, she also said that Arinsu says that she's going to use Dragon Balls. And she was like, what do you mean you're using Dragon Balls? Arinsu was like, yeah, I already got one Dragon Ball. So obviously what's going to happen is, I think that Glory is obviously going to betray them once they got the third Dragon Ball. And Arinsu is going to grab it and then try to make a wish, but it won't happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Other than that, yeah. So they're going to go meet up with Warp. So they're going to go to Warp. So they're going to go to the second demon realm. I think next episode is mainly going to be about them chilling. It's going to be slice of life, in my opinion. So they're going to be chilling, doing like, talking about them defeating the Tamagamis and what happened. I think Vegeta's going to fight Tamagami number 2. That's what I think. Unless Piccolo is going to go for it and then lose. And then Vegeta's like, see, I told you I should have went fight Tamagami number 2. I think Vegeta's going to fight Tamagami number 2, in my opinion. And then they're going to get it. So yeah, next episode they're gonna go back to the castle. Well, Vegeta's team is gonna go to a hotel to sleep because it was late. But they're gonna meet up in the castle and they're gonna see Warp Sama, and then they're gonna go to the second universe. So not second universe, second demon realm, the second demon realm. So yeah, there's not really much for me to say. I think the first half was just fighting. It was just gloriously beautiful fighting. I loved it. Other than that, yeah, that was my review for Dragon Ball Daima episode 8. I hope you guys made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me that's what you think. Tell me that's what you think about this new episode, about this new revelation of that Bibbidi was not the one that made Majin Buu. Well, conjured, not made, conjured Majin Buu. It was that woman that we saw in this episode. Yeah, other than that, that's me. And subscribe down below. Tell me guys what you think. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Love you. Bye.